Order at 5:03 p.m. I'm going to pass roll call vote to Nadia Pope. Also, let me know, I do have my camera off for this meeting. I have some weird laptop issues going on. Um, in the event that you need to have your camera off during the meeting, just ask in advance to Mr. Colbert and he'll be able to work with you.
Okay, so for attendance, Luke Simons,
I'm present.
Yaslin Nola Marine,
I'm here.
Jacob Burnett,
He requested an excused absence.
okay, Jordan Moore,
Present.
DeAndre Mays,
Present.
Kenna Burden, okay, Sky Skies,
Is Sykes in present?
sorry,
You're fine.
Oren Jones,
Present.
and Presley O'Malley.
I'm here.
Okay. And that's everybody.
Alrighty. Moving forward, we'll now do the approval of last meeting's minutes. You should be able to find them in your email if you just type in minutes and have the recap, and we'll take some time to review those.
A second.
Does everybody have access to the minutes? Does anybody, I know Jordan just gave a recap, but I want to double check. Okay.
And Mr. Colbert, I actually forward the email with the meeting the minutes documents if you're able to share the screen for it.
Okay, I'll pull it up in a second. Can everybody see it on my screen? You could just put a thumbs up.
Yeah, we got it.
Okay, great. If you all are done and ready to review the minutes, somebody just needs to make a motion.
All right, can we do a motion to approve the minutes or motion to review?
Approve.
All right. Someone want a motion to approve the minutes?
I'll motion to approve them.
A second.
All right, give me one moment.
Nadia, when you do that as well, since we're on Zoom, just have everybody raise their hand in the chat so you can, well, not in the chat, sorry, in the setting where you raise your hand for yay and nay, so we can make sure that we are approving according to what is being said.
Yeah, I need to know who's approved and who's seconded. I don't know whose voice that was.
Luke,
I motion to approve them, and then I didn't know who's second.
Sky second.
Well, before y'all motion it or approve, can you say your name beforehand, because I am typing at the same time, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
All right, moving forward to committee discussions. Last meeting in
wait,
November.
Jordan,
Yes.
we
We
didn't
have
vote.
to vote.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are we voting to approve the minutes or voting to
Yep.
motion moving on? Okay.
No, voting to approve them. Yep.
All right, Nadia, that's you with the roll call vote.
Wait, what are we supposed to be doing now?
You're going to motion to take a vote on whether people approve or disapprove of the minutes. Pretty much if there's needs to be any changes.
Okay, does everybody approve of the previous?
Go through the roll call because that'll
Okay.
be here as well. Yep.
Okay. Jordan Moore,
Aye.
DeAndre Mays,
Present.
Presley,
I approve.
Sky. I'm sorry if I said your name wrong again.
You're good. Aye.
Yaslin,
I approve.
Oren,
I approve.
and Luke.
I approve.
All right, was that everybody, Nadia?
Yeah.
All right. Can I get a motion to move on to committee discussions?
I'll motion for that.
Say your name as well as you motion, as Nadia's right.
Luke motions to move on to committee discussions.
Sky second.
All right. Last meeting in November, we discussed committee roles as far as the community project goes. Each committee was assigned to a different role as far as it goes, and we were in group chats to discuss that. Does anybody, a part of their committee, want to present what they've discussed?
Before you move on to that, Jordan, one of the things I do want to mention is that in emails, we reiterated the aspect of everybody having their cameras on. And so if you all, especially for this discussion right now, could just please have your cameras on as we discuss. Now we're getting into general business. And you can go ahead, Jordan. Sorry, I just wanted to interject that.
All right. The three committees that were broken up were Government Affairs, Community Projects, and Public Relations. Under Government Affairs, we have Yoselin, Luke, and Kenna. Under Community Projects, we have Jacob, Jordan, and Nadia. And under Public Relations, we have DeAndre and Presley. Would anybody from Government Affairs like to present?
I can go ahead.
Alrighty.
So for my group, I sent out information about the annual report and how it looked last year and how we kind of wanted to change it to look more welcoming and easy for people to understand. So then I sent examples that I found that I thought looked good for like the city makes them and different other things. And then we talked about different templates we could use from Canva. So we were trying to look for how to make it look different from last year, but we're mostly focusing on like what template and what we would be going towards, and making sure that we include like pictures of us so that people know who we are, just making it kind of more appealing and welcoming is what we talked about.
Okay, do you have any examples of the templates you all were taking a look at?
I can send them in the group chat, but I would have to get them first.
Okay, if you have screenshots, you can also email it so we could take a look at it.
Okay.
Is there any other updates for it as far as the community project goes?
For now, that's all we have.
Okay. Once we take a look at those templates, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Colbert, if we have a quorum in next meeting and we look at those templates, we'll be able to vote on which one we would like to use.
Yep. And so my recommendation would be to, as you all within government affairs, come to the understanding of like what you all like and what, the preferences and things of that nature, coming with the presentation. Hey, this is what we've seen. This is kind of how we want to make it. And so you're giving the team a better visual understanding of like what you are looking at and how you want to put things together. That's my recommendation.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, for community projects, that's the committee I'm a part of with Nadia and Jacob. Jacob wasn't here to present today, but Nadia has the document to read off. He put a document together of different organizations that we could reach out to with the mission statements and basically their link and contact information, so we could kind of, if we have a quorum today, vote on which one we would like to reach out to as far as our community project goes. And as far as people who probably don't remember what it is, we've decided to combine housing problems, housing issues, and harm reduction together. So we decided to reach out to both organizations that deal with harm reduction and organizations that deal with housing issues.
Okay. So go ahead,
So,
Nadia.
a couple of the community organizations in the document include the Salvation Army. The mission statement was that an international movement is a part of the Universal Christian Church. Its message is based on the Bible. Its missionaries motivated by the love of God. Its mission is to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ and to meet human needs in His name without discrimination. And the vision statement for that one was, we envision a renewed global salvation army of empowered people equipped to share the love of Christ and the transforming power of God in local communities around the world. And I will share this in the group chat later on as well. And I will send it out to Jordan so she can send an email too. Another one was City with Dwellings. They cultivate a community of care so that people can move with dignity from trauma and homelessness to healing and housing abilities. Another one was Winston-Salem Rescue Mission, helping or hurting neighbors find hope and healing through the transforming gospel of Jesus Christ. Another one was Project Give. That's Winston-Salem University. Project Give is getting involved through volunteer experiences. It's the volunteer service program that matches members of WSSU community with nonprofit organizations in their service programs. And that was pretty much the main ones. There's a couple ones where there's volunteer opportunities like prayer circle groups, winter coat giveaways, and give a kid a coat as well.
Okay. Are you able to share your screen and show the team that?
I was not able to get it into my computer, and I don't know why, but I will share it in the group chat.
Okay. All right.
Mr. Colbert, if I can email it to you,
Yep, if
and
you email it to
you're
me,
able
I can
to
pull that up.
share it on there. Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I think it'll be easier for people to track and see what you all are talking about.
Okay, I just emailed it to you.
Gotcha.
I also want to know on the actual document, once you share it, Jacob has also written volunteer opportunities that we as the like CAB can actually do. So that presents an opportunity to actually vote and make a decision on that if possible.
Okay. Can everybody see my screen? Yes, no, maybe so?
See it.
Yes. Okay. So the Salvation Army was one that you all just talked about, the City of Dwellings. And this will be also emailed to you all afterwards as well. The Rescue Mission, and then Project Give. And so you said something today, right now, Jordan, about discussing it and voting something. I just want to double check I'm hearing you correctly.
Yes, I would say we could look at some of the not voting, some of the volunteering opportunities, take a look at it, and if they're approved, then maybe we could vote on them either next meeting, or if we're able to do it today, vote on it as well.
Okay. Anybody have any thoughts?
It might be easier to look at it like once we get the email and then vote on it next meeting.
Yep. That's a good idea. I'm thinking the same thing. This is a good understanding for you all to look at, and then in the minutes we can send this to you all and then come back with a more prepared understanding of what you are looking at. So I agree with that.
Okay, well, everybody want to like send an email basically once they take a look at it. We could probably take a look and then email which one we are interested in. That way we can narrow it down to what we're going to vote on next meeting.
Okay.
You want to approve motion to vote on that?
Guy motions to vote on it.
Okay.
I'll second it.
And that's Luke who second, Nadia.
Who motioned that?
Sky motioned, and Luke second.
Thank you.
All right, and I think that would be a roll call vote, Nadia.
Okay. Jordan,
Aye.
DeAndre,
Aye.
Presley,
Aye.
Yaslin,
Aye.
Oren, Oren, Luke,
Aye.
and Sky.
Aye.
Okay. And I'm gonna call Oren Jones again, just in.
She approved. She said in the chat.
Okay.
Mic's not working. It doesn't seem like.
Okay.
So Nadia, what is the final motion based off the votes? Just so we're all aware.
Everyone approved.
Okay. All right, so you all are going to come back next week and discuss and vote on it. Go ahead, Jordan.
I was just gonna say what you said that we'll come back next meeting. Everybody's gonna send an email out basically of which one they're interested in, and then next meeting we'll vote on which organization to um, volunteer with or include in our project. And I also, as I'm so sorry, I forgot to mention this for our committee as well. At Winston State, we actually have a professor there, someone who works there who studies both. They're doing research on both harm reduction and housing issues. I can provide their information in the email as well if we're interested in reaching out to him. He could provide a lot of insight on how to go about our community project or what we can do if that's something we're all interested in. His name is Dr. Daniel Rose.
I'd be interested in that. That sounds like a good opportunity to provide more insight on our project.
I agree with that. I think just anyone who can provide anything and aid and assist is more than welcome.
All right. And we will do a roll call vote for that as well. Approve that as well, right, Mr. Colbert?
Yep.
All right.
Okay.
I motion to approve Dr. Daniel Rose in advising us with this project if possible.
I'll second it.
All right, and that was Jordan and Jordan and Luke who second that.
Yep.
I'm about to do the roll call. I just have to finish something.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan,
Aye.
DeAndre,
Aye.
Presley,
Aye.
Sky,
Aye.
Yaslin,
Aye.
Oren, and Luke.
I approve.
And lastly, we didn't include Kenna in the voting. She's here.
Okay,
So
I'm
she
sorry.
came in a little late. Yep, that's on me. Kenna, sorry about that as well.
Sorry,
Kenna?
guys. I was running late.
No worries.
Aye.
Kenna? Okay, everyone approved.
Okay.
All right, and the last committee that we have is what is it? Public relations. If we could hear from DeAndre or Presley.
I believe public relations is DeAndre. DeAndre, is that you?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Give us an update, please.
I'm gonna just keep it real. There's really no update to give. I went on break and stuff like that, and I haven't really touched it since. But I can have an update next meeting.
Okay, Jordan.
If possible, because next meeting is far out, are you able to give us something by the end of the week via email? You and Presley?
Yeah, that's fine.
Would that be okay, Mr. Colbert?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
All right. I motion to approve PR giving us an update via email. Anyone want to second that?
I can second that. Luke seconded that. Nadia.
All right, Nadia, I motion and Luke second, and then we'll do a roll call.
I think wait, public relations. Oren, ain't you in public relations with me too?
Orange mic is
Yes.
not working. Oh, now mic working.
Oh, sorry. I just got it back. I just started to be in the public relations committee, so I'll also work with them on updates by the end of the week.
Great.
Jordan, I also had a question. I wasn't here for the beginning of like when we started talking about the annual project, so I was wondering if there was like a group open for me to work with and work on for as far as like government affairs, public relations, or community projects. Like if anyone's less in numbers.
I
We're all
believe it.
even in numbers, but I think you can just pick a group and join one of us. I think because we're all even, whichever one intrigues you the most. Honestly.
Yes, what Luke said. Whatever one you're interested in is fine. I will let you know we're using the committees to serve as different roles for the project. So if you're interested in reaching out to organizations for our project, then you would join committee affairs. If you're interested in actually constructing the annual update, once we present that, you would do government. If you're interested in documenting all of this, then you would do public relations.
Okay, sounds good.
Okay, and I'm gonna do the roll call now. Jordan,
Aye.
DeAndre Mays,
Aye.
Presley O'Malley,
Aye.
Sky,
Aye.
Yaslin Noella,
Aye.
Oren,
Aye.
Luke,
Aye.
and Kenna.
Aye.
Okay.
All right, and Sky, if you can just, if you want to now, you can put in the chat which group you would like to be a part of, so they can add
I'll make a comment.
or was somebody saying something?
Public relations would be fine. Did you need me to actually put it in the chat just for like documentation purposes?
I'm gonna
Just so,
write it down in the
Nadia's,
minutes, so we'll
Okay.
know.
Okay, perfect.
Also, can you all hear me?
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we got you.
Just FYI, my connection is starting to get a little spotty. I think it's because of the weather. So if I go in and out, that's why. Just wanted to give y'all an update about that.
Okay. All right. I believe that the committee discussions actually combined old business and new business together, as far as our next steps for this project. Just to reiterate, as far as government affairs goes, they're going to send out an email with the templates that they're looking to use for their presentation. As far as community outreach goes, we'll send out an email, and you all be able to look at the document and tell us which ones you're interested in volunteering with and what you're interested in doing. And we'll also reach out to Dr. Daniel Rose at Winston State for his insight. And then for public relations, they're going to get back with us by the end of the week with their update. All right.
Hey, Colbert.
Yep, I'm listening.
Guy, are you if you're free, can I meet with you after this?
Yep.
Okay, appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Jordan, I do want to touch on as far as our the roles as far as the project goes. So if you and or Luke can touch on what we have decided. I know we talked about that a little bit, but how we agreed to divide the responsibilities up as far as the research.
Okay, Luke, did you want to, or I can?
You can go ahead.
All right, give me one moment. I have it in the notes.
Okay. While you look that up, Amy, do you have anything that you want to say or mention?
Sure. Hey, everyone. Hope you're having a good day. Staying warm. Staying out of the snow. DeAndre, hope you're staying safe. See you in the car. So just a few things. Just want everyone to be mindful, especially as we're talking about subcommittees or committees as a whole. So, and Colbert will be talking with you all about utilizing teams. But one of the things that I want to just maybe do some refresh, right? This is going to Robert's rules. I know you all were on break. We're getting back into the swing of the spring semester, but just a few items when it comes down to Robert's rules and to be mindful. So when we have our subcommittees, we need to be mindful that as you meet, you do not have a quorum. So that means that each committee, or if you all happen to meet, you cannot meet together, but talking about your separate committees, because if you are meeting together and you have more than half of our entire CAB board there, that means you have enough people in CAB to do business. And that means you have a quorum, and you cannot do that unless it's been notified. Okay, so I want us to be mindful of when we set meetings with our teams, where we're doing that, how we're doing that, because I know we like to collaborate, but we can't necessarily do that if we're having multiple meetings at one time. Does that make sense? Thumbs up or questions can happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make sure.
Yeah. I do have a
Okay.
quick question. Are text messages okay, or group chats okay? And then
Yes,
bringing that information
Yep,
for
that's going to be my next thing too, Jordan. That's a great question when it comes down to communication. So when we email with one another, when we send text to one another, or when we're in our Teams chat that Colbert is creating, we do have to be very mindful of items that are going into such. So there needs to be a difference between communicating information and communicating business action items. So emails or group messages are appropriate as long as it is for information, if you're going to send out the agenda in advance, or if you're going to send out information, here's some information regarding what our subcommittee is and volunteer items. So that way you can send that in advance for our entire board to be able to review prior to the meeting, so we're well prepared and we know what we're about to discuss, right? So we already know there's about to be volunteer items. I could do my research before the meeting and come in ready for what you might present to me. But in that email, we are not to be responding and engaging in the email correspondence, or you've now started to create business in an email and you're not in a formal setting. Does that make sense?
Yes, no, maybe so, because this is important information. So I need responses.
Yes,
Yeah,
it
it's
makes
well
sense.
understood.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so just again, making it clear. So we can email, we can have a group, you can communicate in your subgroups. When Colbert goes through teams, you'll see that there's a general information and there are subcommittee, sub teams, right? For each one of those designations. You all can share information there. You can have information telling, you can be presenting information as a unit, but it's not to be conducting business unless we are in a formal business setting. So that is the biggest thing that we need to be aware of when it comes down to our communications, whether that be text, email, or in a Teams chat. We have to just be information only, not conducting business. Again, subcommittees. When you're having your subcommittees, each one of those has someone that's a lead of that. So when you have your meetings, you still have someone conducting the meeting and you still have someone taking notes for that meeting. And then you're going to be reporting out with that information back to the entire. So you as a subcommittee, you're not voting on the entities of that. You're then bringing it back to the full CAB board in order to make the votes. I just want to make sure that that is also understood, that is also just information gathering for us to then to bring back to the meeting where we will, as a collective, where there is a quorum, do the voting. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Great, Sky. Thank you. Any questions? Maybe that's the better question instead of understood. Does anyone have any questions? Please let us know.
If there are no questions, one of the things I want to reiterate as far as what Amy is saying is the aspect of a quorum. So I believe we have 10 people total as far as everybody here. So quorum is 50% plus one. So you cannot have 6 people discussing something in a communication, right? So our committees to the max, a committee has 4 people, to my understanding, if not 5. Let me double check. Yes, a committee has 4 people max. So you all can discuss things, but nothing is going to be made official there. But so you make sure that when you are discussing things, it's not 6 or more people there. You can have 5, and even then it's teetering on a very gray line. So please make sure that it's less than 6 people at all times. So anything that you discuss, any email chain, or even when we get the teams up and running, anything there, don't have any more than 6 people discussing it, because on an official protocol thing, it's all about quorum. And so as long as we don't have 6 people, we're fine. That's essentially what Amy is saying and how we communicate.
And Colbert, if I may, just to reiterate on that. So let's say you have 2 groups that say, I'm going to meet at the WSSU library. Okay. You could do that. It's big enough. You can't sit in a group together. You have to, one needs to be on one side of the library and the other committee needs to be on the other side of the library. You cannot sit at the same grouping and tables. I don't know how it's set up, so take that with a grain of salt, okay? But you all can't sit at a same spot and have your meetings together because you technically have a quorum. So if you are in your own separate spaces hosting your space, even if it's the same time, that is fine as long as you are not together.
And last thing before you give you the floor, Jordan, because I think you had a question. That also means if you are meeting like to a Zoom or Teams capacity, you meet within your group. Do not add extra people within your group because that also counts as a quorum. And so we're just trying to make sure that you all are aware of these details so that we don't have like mistakes in those instances. Jordan, I feel like you had a question or a comment.
Yes, I was going to ask, aren't we technically or generally in a safe zone as far as committee discussions go? Because I believe it's about no more than 4 people in each committee. I believe it's 3 in each one and then 4 in 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. So so far, and I'll reiterate it, I'll pull this back up, but these are the minutes. So in government affairs, we have Yoselin, Luke, and Kenna. In community projects, we have Jacob, Jordan, and Nadia. In public relations, we have DeAndre, Presley, Orrin, and Sky. And so we're safe in regards to quorums that could potentially happen when it comes to those committee groups. It's just the aspect if you have a committee group and you're meeting, you cannot combine, try not to combine, don't have any more than 5 people discussing a matter because then it becomes official business and that's what we want to run away from. Kudos, make sense? Thumbs up if it makes sense to you all. Thumbs up, let me see something. Okay. Does anybody have any questions? No questions? Okay. Anything else, Amy? Trying to pull this thing up, but it's not push. Oh, here it was. Well,
I think that's all I have to discuss. As you talk about teams, I might chime in then, but other than that, just wanted to hit on the Roberts rules.
okay. And just FYI, Amy's going to be assisting me for CAB meetings moving forward. So all the emails that you all see, Amy will be CC'd. So if you have any questions, you can contact me and you can contact Amy. If I'm on vacation, you can contact Amy. If Amy's on vacation, you can still contact me. And so just wanted to reiterate that. Jordan, I pulled up the last meeting's minutes as far as breaking down of the research, but I still want you to go over that to just like a high level standpoint and discuss who's doing what, because as Sky said, she wasn't really able to be here during last semester's meetings. So I want to make sure that everybody's on the same page as that. And as far as when the minutes go out, we're also on the same page. Jordan? Okay, Luke, do me a favor. I have the meeting minutes pulled up from the last meeting. Help me remind me and remind the group, and we're going to do a team effort here because I really don't remember. And the same way we have committee assignments down here broken up, I want to do the same thing when it comes to the research so everybody's aware. Lead the group in a discussion as far as who's researching harm reduction efforts and then who's researching housing efforts, so we can make sure that when we leave this meeting, everybody understands what side of the aisle they're supposed to be researching.
Yep, it's in the minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got it.
I have the minutes on the screen as well.
I don't see. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so harm reduction. We split up into 2 groups last time, and does everyone remember their group or no?
Yeah, that's a good question. If you remember your group, put your do to raise hand feature in the the Zoom feature, and then Nadia will call on you, and then Nadia's gonna break it down, if that makes sense. So if you remember yours, put your hand up, and then you're going to say what it is, and then Nadia is going to write it down. And at the end of this, Nadia is going to go through and break it down between the 2 groups. I saw your hand up, Jordan.
I'm sorry, for clarification, we're stating which side of the like what we were agreeing on to do.
Yeah, so according to the last meeting's minutes, or this minutes section here, we broke the research up in two sections, which was housing and harm reduction. Obviously, we agreed as a group that we're going to have the research based off both. So right now, we need to discuss what side of the aisle people are going to be researching on. And for the people that are not here, we'll reach out to them and make sure that they decide a side as well.
Okay.
From the minutes, I can tell you right now that Jordan, Nadia, and Jacob are all harm reduction. And then
you mean housing?
Oh no, I
Jordan?
guess Jacob. No. Jordan, are you housing or harm reduction?
So what you're referring to, Luke, is the actual committee of reaching out. I did research for harm reduction.
Yeah.
However, I think because of my committee, I think we were doing both research mainly on both because we're reaching out to organizations to contribute. So for harm reduction and for housing, we would both be doing research.
I got you. Okay. So how about we just go down, do a roll call, and then we can just, we can re-split up, or if you don't please pick the one that you picked last time, or if I think that makes it easier. But if you don't remember, you can just pick a new one. And I think people can just go with what they're passionate about. If Nadia can go down is everyone good with that?
Everybody cool with that?
Yes.
Yep.
Quick question though, for those who weren't able to make the first meeting when we discussed this, or the second one, could you kind of give like a brief overview of each one? Just the housing, what we're looking at in harm reduction.
Yeah. So housing, so I think DeAndre found that 12,000 residents were experiencing homelessness, an increase from 2020, and that there was a thing called Project Hope, which was a potential resource which helped get people off the streets. And we were talking about just like ideas of like using different like organizations like Project Hope to help get people off the streets and find better housing. And I don't think we've specified if we're doing between, like, I think we're mostly focused on homeless people and homeless populations. And then the harm reduction side of things, they talked about Twin City harm, and just like the idea of just trying to get like safer equipment for people who do, it's just harm reduction. If I think we all kind of a good understanding of what harm reduction is, and just getting like safe needles to people, like preventing the spread of HIV, preventing this like any like just like bad stuff that we don't want. Yeah.
One thing I do want to emphasize on top of what Lucas said, I'm going to highlight it here. I really want to emphasize that you are the intermediaries. And so you all are not sitting here building a project in regards to what an organization or a company needs to do, but you all are researching information based off these topics and telling a story based off what the information shows to City Council, right? And so your job as far as the community project side goes, that side is going to help align this group to different organizations that actually work on these efforts. And then you're gonna have a lived experience on what this looks like, and you're gonna include that information within your research, right? So Amy talked about using those communications to build relationships with people. And so you have a better understanding of what your research is, not just when it comes to the data, but when it comes to the actual work and lived experience of professionals within this field. And so I just want to remind you of that. Like, you're not building this and then presenting it to City Council. You're doing research and telling a story based off what your research finding shows you. Does that make a little more sense? I just want to clarify that. Yes? Cool. All right.
Okay, I'm going to go through now, and
Yep.
everyone says if they're harming or housing.
Yeah, so they're just, everybody's just going to pick their preference. Okay. We'll try to split it up evenly as well.
All right, Jordan Moore. Sorry. You said both though, right?
Yes, both harm reduction and housing.
Jordan, yeah. I want to caution you. You can do both, but I just want to caution you as far as like your bandwidth, right? And so if you want to do both, I'm not going to fight you on it. But I do want to caution you as far as if you want to do one or the other, that is okay as well.
Okay.
Do you have a
Yeah.
preference, or you want to still do both?
I still would like to contribute to both.
Okay, cool. All right, keep going, Nadia.
Okay, DeAndre Mays.
Looking for the mute button.
I believe he was housing from.
My bad. I was looking for what Cobra said. Yeah, I was housing.
Okay.
I'm next in the thing, and I believe I was harming, so I'm just gonna put that down. And Presley. Did she put in?
Presley. She has not put it in the chat. We also need to hear from her. Presley, are you here? Okay, go to the next one, Nadia.
Guy.
I'm interested in housing.
Yoslin.
I was harm reduction.
Oren.
Oren is not here. I think she had a drop, possibly. So we'll contact her about that.
Also,
Presley is
wrote
housing.
housing in the comments if you didn't see that.
Okay. Oren, she's not here.
Nope. Did you get everybody?
No, I'm waiting for Luke.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear my name. What's the split? Which one has less people?
Housing has 1, 2, 3, 4, and okay. Housing has 4. Harming has 1, 2, 3 right now.
Oh, I'll do harm. It's fine.
And Kenna.
I'm not sure what I had gone with previously, but I prefer to do harm reduction.
Okay, so harm reduction has 1, 2.
5.
We're really waiting for Oren to see if we can do it or not.
And we can contact her. If anything, we can like move people around and things of that nature. As long as we have a good equal balance, I just wanted to make sure it wasn't like a 7-2 split. So as long as we have a good balance, we'll be fine. If one is a little imbalanced, it's okay.
If Oren wants to do harm, I'm more than happy to go over to housing as well. Like it just let me know what Oren does, and I can swap.
Okay. So essentially, Luke is a floater.
So we're at 5 for harming, so we can't have anybody else on harming. So.
Oh. Wait, no, we can have people on it. You all just can't discuss.
Okay.
You all just are essentially putting information. Don't discuss anything, and we'll use the Teams chat to do that. Do not discuss anything. Just don't discuss anything. Just put information. And me and Amy would think about the best way for us to communicate through that. This is where it gets tricky. My head starts to hurt. So yeah.
Question.
Oh, yep. Sorry, Jordan. I didn't see you in here.
With Oren not being in the meeting, do we still have a quorum or no?
We do. That's my understanding. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes.
And then we're still. Does anybody remember what Jacob was? Or I believe he was harming.
A piece of me says he was housing.
Jacob was housing.
Okay. That worked.
Yeah.
And that's everyone.
Okay. And put a note in the minutes that Colbert and Amy will strategize as far as the best way to communicate that doesn't break Robert's rules.
I put that in bold under new business already.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Yeah.
Does this draw into new business and old business?
Repeat that.
Are we done with new business and old business now?
I'm not sure. I do want to finalize the list prior to moving on. As far as what we have so far. So Nadia, could you tell us like harm reduction and then who's a part of harm reduction and then housing and who's a part of housing?
Okay, so Jordan Moore is a part of Harmon and Housing. DeAndre Mays, I
Do
thought you
it
said.
do it based off of the subject first, and then just say the names. So
Okay,
like harm reduction, and then all the names, housing, and then all the names.
so harm reduction is Jordan Moore, Nadia Pope, Yaslin, Luke, and Kenna.
Okay.
Housing is Jordan Moore. No. Yes, it is Jordan Moore. DeAndre Mays, Presley O'Malley, Sky, and Jacob.
Okay. So it even split right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, Amy, you have anything? Or move on? Nope. Okay.
Good. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay, Jordan, it's your go.
Alrighty. I guess we are now finished with old business and new business. I'm going to motion to move on to attendance policy review. Let me get a second.
Luke will second.
Alrighty. I really wanted to give the floor to Mr. Colbert and Miss Amy, if possible, as far as the attendance policy goes. If you all had input, I did have a couple things to add, but I just wanted to let you all take the lead on that.
Okay, I'll go. Amy, just add any details, and then Jordan, you can wrap us up as well. So attendance policy, for the most part, has everything to do with engagement, and less to do with making like trying to make sure that you all are doing what you're supposed to do. I don't distrust that. Engagement affects quorum. And so one of the questions today Jordan asked was that since somebody dropped, did we have quorum? And so quorum, especially when we're meeting via Zoom or Teams, pretty much remotely, virtually, it's going to be very important that when we meet this way, it's all about engagement. So if we don't see a face, it's one of those where, especially if you're not engaged when we're asking questions, that we may lose quorum. If we lose quorum, then we have to, everything that we have voted for, pretty much like right up to that part that we've lost quorum, we can't have an official meeting anymore. And so moving forward, this is something I put in the emails prior. We wanted to reiterate it here as well, that moving forward, when you come to meetings, your cameras must be on so that we can ensure that quorum is kept. And so if you need to leave early or you're coming late, also let Jordan know, not me, let Jordan know, so that she is aware. And so one of the things I also want to shift the meeting understanding too is that Jordan and Luke are you all's leaders for this team. And so Amy and I are here to just ensure that you all are on the right path. We're giving you the right resources. We're able to answer questions and things of that nature. And so when you all are absent, instead of emailing me, or when you all are going to be absent, instead of emailing me, please email Jordan and Luke. So they both are on the same page. Now, you can CC Amy and I just so we're aware, but email Jordan and Luke first. And so questions as far as the project goes, email Jordan and Luke as well. And if they have questions, they will contact Amy or I. And so the biggest thing with attendance is that we don't want to lose quorum the day of a meeting, because we will have to literally stop the whole meeting, and we couldn't proceed with any official business, and that can halt information and things that we do. So please ensure that when you are coming on the meetings from now on, that you all are on camera. And if you cannot be on camera, please let Jordan and Luke know this prior to the meeting, not during the meeting, but prior to the meeting. Amy?
Yes, this all goes back to Robert's rules, you all. So, for instance, if we have just lost quorum, which Jordan, that was a great question, as we saw that some people had dropped off the meeting, is pause and let's reassess, do we have a quorum? Because the biggest thing is you could still carry on the meeting, but it would be information only. We would not be able to do any voting. We would not be able to proceed into any decision making, if you will. It would just be able to give you all information. And that's what the biggest thing on having the quorum is. It is important. And that's why while we are here on Nadia, I apologize. You're trying to capture this and I speak fast. I see. I see you trying to capture, so I apologize. So the biggest thing is why we have to do a full roll call especially while we are on a camera, is if we can't see you, we have to hear you. We have to know that you are present and you're engaging, saying aye or nay or present, etc. And that is the purpose of why we have to continue to do a roll call when we are on a virtual meeting. Versus if we were in person, we could do a collective. But when you are doing a virtual, we have to do an individual to ensure everyone is staying engaged and active. Again, just Robert's rules. I'm going to have it in my notes that perhaps in our next send out, we send that as an attachment so everyone can take a moment and re-engage and review those Robert's rules. We are not trying to be sticklers. These are the procedural things that a board or a commission needs to follow.
Jordan?
You all basically covered everything, just keeping the cameras on. If you're not able to, like I wasn't able to have my camera on today, just reaching out in advance and letting us know that you're not able to have your camera on. If you're going to have your camera off, being able to still contribute to the conversation, because then we're not sure if you're present or not, and that also affects the quorum, or the integrity of the quorum and making decisions. Also, I wanted to add also, if you know that both your camera and your microphone is not working and you want to still join the meeting, just communicate that you'll probably primarily be in the chat, and we could probably still, I'm not sure if we can work with you. Miss Amy can confirm that, but I think we'll probably still be able to work with that if you're, present in the chat and still engaging. Also responding back to emails and then the group chats, just letting us know that you've received the information and come into the next meeting prepared is also very important to keep us on track. Um, Attendance is way more than just being in the meeting. You have to engage. You have to talk. You have to share your opinions because it's a board and we have to, agree on everything in order to move on to the next step. So that's just all for me.
Mm-hmm. Luke, you have anything? And if you don't, it's okay.
I think Jordan pretty much covered it.
Okay, no worries. All right. All right. You can go ahead, Jordan, as far as continuing things.
All right. Well, does someone want a motion to, or actually, can we actually do a roll call vote? Not to vote on approving what we heard, but just a roll call vote saying we understand what was said.
Cool with me.
As far as engagement. Not if you want to go down the names of that. We'll just do a roll call vote. Just say if you understand, and also use the opportunity to ask any questions.
Okay. Jordan Moore.
Understood.
DeAndre Mays.
Understood.
I also understand. I realize I haven't been doing the voting because I've been doing it, but I agree so far. Presley.
Aye.
Sky.
Aye.
Yaslin.
Aye.
Oren. Oh, she's my bad. Luke.
Yeah, I understand.
Kenna. Is she here?
Understood. Thank you.
And Oren is not here right now.
All right, I'm gonna motion to move on to the next order of business, which I think is staff reminder / information.
Guy seconds.
Okay.
Who's second that?
Guy. Let's first talk about. So, everybody still sees my screen?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So this is one of the things I've done was ask you all for your schedules, and I put it into a collective schedule so Amy and I can see what everybody's availability is. And so we discussed that it would be best for us to bring it here so you all see what everybody's collective availability is. We have it from Monday to Thursday, and then any comments that you all told me prior And so Mondays at 5 was the best time, based off how many people could show up. Obviously, some people are here that didn't put availability for Monday. So what I want to do is fine tune this schedule. And so if you have any availability based off what you have, if you have any changes to your availability based off what you originally sent me, please let me know now so I can update the calendar. I know this looks cool. I did not create it. I would love to take credit, but I did not create this, and this looks very cool.
Yeah.
Yep, go ahead.
I'll talk to you later. I think I messed up how I put in my schedule. But
Okay.
I'll send you an email later about it.
Okay, then let me clarify that too, because there was some confusion. And so when you all send me your schedules, your name is means that you're available at that time slot for 30 minutes. Okay. And so when you send me your schedule, don't send me when you're busy at all. Just send me when you're free. Okay. And so Luke, I know you said you're going to send me yours. If anybody needs to send me theirs, please send me your availability, because we actually need to discuss today the aspect of when you all, or how frequently you all want to meet and what days of the week that you all want to meet. So I want to open up the floor for us to discuss what day of the week is best and if you all want to meet. So last semester, based off we try to do twice a month, but sometimes we could only do once. And so how often, how frequent do you want to meet? And this is an open discussion. So I want to hear you all's thoughts about that as well, as far as if you want to meet once a month, twice a month, 3 times a month, 4 times a month. What we've done in the past is twice a month, on like I think last year, based off how we did it, was like the first Monday of every month and then like the fourth Thursday of every month, just so it's consistent in that manner. And so I just want to open the discussion up to you all. What are you all thinking based off of your availability and what you all see as well?
For me, like Luke said, my schedule has changed a bit. I just have to really take a look at it so I can tell you a little bit more about my availability in the email, if that's okay, Mr. Colbert. But
go ahead, sorry. Go ahead.
Other than that, I'm available. Mondays are my best days for me. If we can meet twice a month, Mondays and Fridays are good days for me. If it's Friday, though, it would have to be on the earlier side of Friday and not the later side of Friday. But those work.
And I made a mistake. I meant to do this too. Fridays let me just be honest, from 4:30 to 6, it's black. There's no way we're going to, like, I want to be respectful of you all having weekends and staff as well. So the Fridays, the latest will be 4 as far as what we can meet, our last time too. So I'll just even put that as black now. I'll delete the names later, but based off the schedule, go ahead. Who said that?
Sorry, my bad. I also agree with Jordan. I can also meet 2 days out of the week, but I don't know about Fridays, but I do think that 2 Mondays out of the week would work maybe, but it just depends on when everyone has class though. Because I know we're mainly college students.
College students, some of you all are athletes, some of you all work, right? So this is why this gets very hectic when we're talking about schedules when it comes to college students, because you're not just students. A lot of people have clubs, programs. There's just so many things to do as a student, which is why we create this schedule. Anybody else have thoughts, questions, comments, concerns?
I think
also, sorry, my bad. Also,
go ahead, Nadia. Yep. Then Scott,
if we can we do a roll call on if we can meet for 2 times out of the month, so I can put that in the minutes too for future reference after Scott finishes.
I think that like the 2 times out of the month would be good, but I would have a preference with it being like we're doing like the first Monday, but then like I think it should be like a 1-3 kind of thing. So we have like that week, like that like week to 2 week gap in between. So it's not too much, but too little to get stuff done, if that makes sense.
Yep, that makes sense to me. So you're saying, just to reiterate, you're saying that if we meet twice a month, it shouldn't be back to back. There should be at least a week of a gap.
Yeah, so like the first day of the month, and then like that third week of the same month, if that makes sense.
And so based off what I'm hearing, it sounds like Mondays are popular, but I want to let y'all wrap up and then I'll tell you my thoughts. We can come to a format as far as voting and go, but anybody else have any thoughts? This is an open discussion.
I'm pretty available throughout like the entire week. I think after like 5 pretty much. So whatever really works for me. But I like that schedule. I like the week break at least in between. And I think 2 weeks, 2 meetings a month, trying for that at least would be a beneficial thing.
Okay. You're talking, Nadia, but you're on mute.
Sorry. I'm going to do roll call for it now, if that's okay.
What are we doing roll call on? Let's clarify first.
On if we are doing 2 meetings in a month.
Okay.
But I want to make sure that Jordan's okay with doing 2 Mondays because she did mention a Monday and then a Friday. So I want to make sure.
I was saying that if we were to do it, Mondays or Fridays will work best for me.
Okay, so it also sounds as though with incorporating Sky's suggestion of the week, we can do either the first and third Monday or the second and fourth Monday. So just want to throw that out there as well.
Really quick, I think my only issue with Monday is that I have like a conflict at 6:15 on Monday night. So by that time I would definitely have to like cut that off and be able to make it to that commitment.
Okay.
Would we still be able to approve business even without Kenna being here, or would that be an issue?
So as long as we have quorum, we can approve business. That's the big thing, quorum. And so meetings hopefully don't take this long. I know we're getting a lot done today, right? And so there is a lot that is going on as far as meeting. But if we can, once we finalize everything, once we're coming to the meetings, we're coming more ready and prepared. It should shave off a lot of time, if that makes sense. So yeah. I think by 6:15 would be a good time and a respectful time for everybody as well.
Quick question, Ms. Cover, because looking at the schedule, it looks like you have the same availability about the same availability starting at 4:30. Is it possible to probably start that meeting around that time or about 4:45 and then instead of 5, that way we could try to get everyone in before that 6:15? Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I'm looking at the schedule. You generally have the same availability, except for Jacob, but he could join, once at a time. If we start at 4:30, I'm sure we'll still be going on by 5 or 4:45, and then he can join as we go, if that makes sense.
Yep, I am perfectly. And y'all have the numbers to vote if that's what you all prefer to do as well, or vote for that time.
So are we also including before I do the roll call?
That's a good question. So Nadia's asking if we want to do 2 votes, make sure I'm understanding you correctly, for one at 4:30, starting at 4:30, and then one starting at 5. Correct, Nadia?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Jordan. Nope, go ahead.
I just figured that we would if we're going to do the meetings on those Mondays, because the availability is pretty much generally the same, it would just start at 4:30, and then we would agree on that, if that's okay with everybody.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Let's vote on a 4:30 and see if majority rules for that one. And if it does, we don't have to vote on the 5 o'clock one.
Okay. Jordan Moore.
Aye.
DeAndre Mays.
4:30 on what, Mondays?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh no, I can't make that. I got a class. I get out at 4:45.
So you're a nay for now. He's a nay. Okay. Go ahead, Nadia.
Presley O'Malley.
Am I gonna scream it?
Aye.
Sky.
Aye.
Yaslin.
Nay.
Oren. Is she here right now?
Who did you say?
Oren.
No, Oren's not here.
Luke.
I can make it.
And Kenna.
Bye.
The 4:30, yeah. So the only people who are saying no is Dre and who else said no?
I feel like I heard
Yoslin.
It
another
was
one too.
Jocelyn.
It was Yoslin.
I said no. Yaslin, what is your availability? I just wanted.
Well, for Monday, I have lab till 4:50, but sometimes it ends early. That's why I'm like, I want to say yeah, but
Okay.
So did y'all
I,
just want to move back to 5 o'clock just to make it easier for everybody?
well, what I was gonna add was with the meeting starting at 4:30. We get to most of like the actual like conversation and making moves about 15 to 20 minutes after that. It just gives leeway so that people can actually make it. So you're always welcome to join a little bit later if you communicate that beforehand or have a standing just agreement and we know that you'll be making it later. That way, because I think it's best to join in later than for it to carry over and then people miss information and we're not able to end the meeting with plans, if that makes sense.
I would be fine with that.
Amy?
My only concern is depending on if you have a quorum to start the meeting, or whether that does not happen until later, because your first two items happen very fast. Your call to order and your roll call. And if you don't have a quorum, then the very next item to approve minutes, you would not be able to approve minutes. So the only thing you'd be able to do is go to any information sharing only, and no business can actually happen until a quorum would come. So if we would not hit a quorum until after 4:45 or 5, you would be missing a whole gap of time there.
Mhm.
So I hear what you're saying. I understand the thoughts. Make sure that we are wrapped up by 6:15. So Ken, I know that you're about to need to go now too, but that is the biggest piece of the whole puzzle, is to ensure we have a quorum to be able to proceed.
Generally speaking, based off the availability I'm looking at and Yasin and Dre not being able to make it on time, we would still technically have a quorum without those two present, right? Just like generally speaking, or no?
Yes, but it's a tight way. Amy is essentially insinuating as well. It's a tight like quorum. And so if anybody, let's say anybody had to do an excuse absence or anything like that, now we don't have a quorum until 5. And so it is a tight like shift, if that makes sense. Go ahead, though, Jordan. Or Amy, one of y'all has something.
Oh, that was all for me.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing, and that's the part that I was thinking about prior to Amy saying it as well. It's for me, it's better to be safer than sorry, because if you get people to come 30 minutes ahead of time and we can't have business, then it does prolong the meeting in a way. And so that's something I do want you all to think about as well.
So for right now, I'm sorry, Amy. So for right now, did you just want me to keep it at 5 just for the minutes, or?
Go ahead, Amy, and then I have a comment.
Yeah, so that is something that we would need to vote on for if folks want to go to 5. But what I also shares, one of the things that I think we can suggest is, instead of always having someone to come for your committee to come and report out prior to the meeting, that should be sent within a 72-hour prior to our meeting starting, that we get the agenda out, we get any of the information that we want to share out in an email format, because that way everyone will be able to be prepared for the meeting. We'll have they'll give the opportunity for people to be reviewing that information, so there's less time of delivering full information and people receiving and having to process it. It gives people time to come prepared, and you can have solid dialogue without taking extra time of informing and sharing and then having the dialogue afterwards. So you can create the efficiency of the meeting, so you would have the potential of being able to do it within an hour to hour 10 minutes, so that way people can be able to leave for their next set. Just as a suggestion in thinking of efficiency of the meeting.
I do want to say, Kenna, I know you say you need to head out. If you need to head out, please head out. We still have quorum, so you're good. Don't even worry about it.
I'm actually the usual commitment that I have due to the weather. It's canceled tonight, so I'm able to
Oh,
stay for the whole thing. So I
okay.
appreciate you guys considering that, though. Thank you.
Yep. Yep. And bless you, Jocelyn. You look like you fighting
Thank you.
allergies over there.
I just had the flu, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Okay. Hopefully you get in better. So I know we voted for 4:30 based off discussion. Just a
Yeah.
recommendation I would have is to actually do 5 to be on the safe side. That's my thought process. If you did that, if you all decided to do that, you will have to revote, as Amy said. So that's my recommendation. If you all don't want to change it, we can keep it at 4:30. That's you all's decision.
Okay, I'm gonna do 5 now for everyone.
Is what do y'all want to do? Open discussion.
I will say like I'm also comfortable with the 5. I just will have to probably like if we ever run over, I'll have to probably run out.
Yep.
But I'm definitely comfortable with that as well.
Okay. Anybody else opinion?
And Yoslin, because you did say you have lab. Not to call you out, but right.
You're being considerate. You're being considerate. Like it. Sky, you had something?
I was gonna say, like, I'm okay with either or, but like hearing the discussion, I think 5 makes more sense, especially like for the 2-to-1 like that we did have. And I know Kenna has an obligation at 6:15, but then again, this is like our first meeting back, so I don't think any other meeting is gonna like run that long, just previously speaking from what I experienced like last year with CAB, especially like if we come with everything we're supposed to.
Yeah. And to reiterate that point, if you all come in prepared, meetings will not last this long. And so I know we're doing a lot of like administrative and structural things, which is good. Bless you again. But if you all come in prepared, I promise you won't last this long. So that's my thought process.
I agree.
Okay. So you all want to switch it to 5? You all would have to, somebody would have to motion to vote to change the prior commitment from 4:30 to 5.
Okay. So I have to wait. So when I'm putting this in the minutes, I have to say motion to approve a change for 5:30.
Amy, how do you think we should word that?
Someone has to make a motion to change the previously meeting time of 4:30 on Mondays to I make a motion to set our meetings for 5 p.m. on Mondays every other week, sort of thing.
First
So
and
someone
third
has to
Monday.
make that motion, and then someone has to second that motion. And when you do that, be sure to state your name, the motion, and then the person that wants to second it, I name second.
Yep. And it'll be first and third Mondays based off what I'm hearing. It'll be first and third Mondays, correct? Everybody's on that same page? Okay. Yep. First and third Mondays.
Okay, I, Jordan Moore, motion to change the meeting from 4:30 p.m. to 5 p.m. on first and third Mondays.
I second. And now I gotta get everybody approval. Jordan Moore,
Aye.
DeAndre Mays,
Aye.
Presley O'Malley,
Aye.
Sky,
Aye.
Yoslin,
Aye.
Luke,
Luke had to run out, and he told me about that, and we still have quorum.
and Kenna.
Aye.
Let me double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yes, we do.
Okay, that's
Okay.
everyone.
Okay. All right. So that means our next meeting, according to this current vote, will be February 16th at 5 p.m. And we're going to stick to virtual just so we don't run into any weather or anything like that. We're just going to stick to virtual and allow us to come back next time and decide when we're going to meet again.
You said February 16th or 17th?
16th at 5 p.m. Yep. All right. The next order of business will be the Teams group. So this one may take a little time. I created a Teams chat for all of us to be a part of. I added everybody's email to the chat. I know that I've gotten some of you have emailed me about it. And so first of all, for this one, everybody just unmute your camera. I mean, unmute your mic. And so for this one right here, does everybody have the Teams chat on your personal phone?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. No. Okay. Everybody download the Teams chat on your personal phone. Now I'm asking you to download it on your personal phone. However, you can log in via the internet as well. Just a FYI. I just know that we all have iPhones or Androids, and we download apps all the time. So this would be a quick and easy way to do it. You can do it on your computer, iPad, etc. If you have that as well. And so when you all log into your Teams, when you all download the Teams and log into it, do you all see that you have been invited to a group? Let me rephrase the question. Does anybody not see CAB and it's going to say College Advisory Board 2526? Does anybody not see that within their Teams?
I don't see it.
You don't
I'm
see
still
it.
logging on.
Okay. Still logging on. Okay. Let me double check. So Yoslin, I'm going to check. I'm going to recheck your email. Yoslin that no.
No, I don't see it.
Okay, give me a second, DeAndre. Give me your last name again, Yoslin.
Noyola. Nayola.
Nayola-Marin.
Yeah.
Okay. At salem.edu.
Yeah.
So this is the weird part about it. And you say you don't see it, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what I'm gonna do in respect to everybody's time. Amy, let me know how you feel about this as well. I want to call everybody individually outside of today's meeting to make sure that everybody is in it. Just so that because this meeting has already extended almost an hour and a half, and I want to be respectful of everybody's time. Does that work for everybody? Amy, how does that sound? Good. Does that work for everybody?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
or I'm gonna say, Mr. Colbert, maybe see if they do have the link, see if they're able to send a message, and then the ones who you don't receive a message from in the Teams, you can reach out to them to make it easier.
Perfect. Yeah, that works as well. Yeah, if you have send a message in the Teams, and then if you don't, I'll contact you later this week, and I'll make sure all of that is settled. So we'll get the Teams chat together. Also, last announcement for me. Last year we went to the governor's mansion, and we want to do that again this year. And so one thing I want you all to think about was within the end of this month, your availability for the last week of February, starting the 23rd, which is a Monday. So the last week of February and early March. Think about your availability because I do want to discuss if you all want to go about this opportunity, and I can send you all information via email and what will be the best days for you all if you are available and you all want to go. Jordan?
I'm sorry, Mr. Colbert. This is going back to the Teams. 1 second. I just went on there, and actually, what you can do is do a new post, add a subject for it, just see who all's in it, and just have people reply back to that post.
Perfect. And Amy has a post in there that says CAB meeting, and so you all can reply to that.
Okay.
Thank you for that, Jordan. Yep. So think about your availability for the end of the month and beginning of next month. I want Amy brought up a good thing of like trying to do this before you all spring break. And so that's just something that we want to try to do. And this will be in partnership with Javier, who is a member of our human relations team, as well as Erica, who works with YAC, which is a youth advisory council. And so you all would not be going by yourselves, but we would have like a big 10 of people. And so just something to think about, and we'll put that in the minutes as well. That's all the announcements I have on my end. Amy, do you have anything?
I do not. Thank you.
Okay. All right. For me, let me make sure. That's the upcoming events. Do we have any upcoming events, Amy, Erica, Iris, Carlin? I don't think we have anything because of the weather. So no. Okay.
I don't believe we have anything. No, I do not believe we have anything that would be an engagement for CAB to participate in.
Yep. Okay. And if we remember anything, we'll put that in the minutes as well, and we'll email you all. But right now, we don't think we have any upcoming events. Anybody have any questions about anything I've said, or any questions in general? Great. I want to say before we adjourn this meeting, thank you all for showing up. We're not closing it. I just want to say thank you all for showing up. I know it's been a little long. Thank you all for being patient. We're trying to get structure down so it makes sense in the long run. Amy, do you have any last minute comments?
No comments, but to adjourn, you have to have a motion and a second to adjourn.
Yeah. I just wanted to say thank because
Yes.
Jordan is I'll put right back in Jordan's hands.
Yes.
Perfect. Jordan?
Yes, before I adjourn the meeting, I do want to just a couple of reminders. Government Affairs will send out just information, not actual like plans, but information of templates that they were taking a look at, that they were discussing, so we could kind of take a look at that as well, be able to vote on it next meeting. Our community, sorry, can't get it out. Our community, we will send out that email with the organizations and volunteer opportunities for us all to take a look at, and we'll send what we're interested in. Everybody will send an email. You can actually send it to me and Luke. Just put us together in there. Send an email and CC Colbert and Amy on there as well, just of what you're interested in. Take a look. So we'll have that material prepared. And then public relations will also send us an email by the end of the week. You can actually send that to general CAB, like everyone as a whole, of your updates pertaining to your committee as well. Those are just our tasks before our next meeting, so we can come to that meeting prepared.
Yep. And just last thing, Nadia, as you will formulate everything, once you finalize it, just send it to Amy and I, and then we'll review it just to make sure everything is in there. And then we will send it after you do that, we can send it to Jordan and Luke, and they can send it out to the team. Are you able to do this by Thursday, the end of day on Thursday?
Yeah, since I've pretty much done it right now, I'm just gonna go over it tonight and just send it in the morning.
Perfect. I really appreciate that. Anybody have any final questions, thoughts, comments before we head out?
I also do have a question. I'm sorry. You said you were talking about the availability for the end of the month so we could potentially go to the government's building, or was it something else?
Governor's Mansion, so it'll
Governor's
be like
Mansion.
the legislative body where you all will be able to see potentially what is there. Erica brought up a good idea of trying to get a day where they're in session, so you could potentially meet different congressmen and congresswomen and see kind of how they do things. And so we want to expose you all to what government looks like, what policy making looks like, and how they come to those decisions. And so I won't get on my soapbox, but yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Stay warm. Please stay warm. Please stay warm. Please stay warm. That's all I have for my announcements. All right, give you the floor, Jordan.
All right. Just for clarification, I'm going to motion to adjourn this first, right?
Yes.
I motion to adjourn this meeting. Can I get a second?
A second.
All right. This meeting is adjourned at 6:31 p.m. Thank you all.
Thank y'all.